I'm an Australian artist. I'm currently living in Northern Ireland, and I'll get to that story soon. But what I specialize in is murals and illustrations. So as you can see from here, they're anything from really large scale murals right down to illustrations that can be used for any type of branding. I'll just flip to the next one. So let me tell you a little bit about my story. So I actually started off working when I was about 11, very, very young. But I was working and eventually moved into a makeup artist factory where I was making all different types of cosmetics, but I was applying it to people. I was doing their sales and marketing. And that sort of kicked off when I was in my early 20s, that I started doing the sales and marketing for it. But at that time, it was kind of like social media was just kicking off. It was a real transition between traditional marketing to what I would say like your digital marketing that we have now. So my role as the youngest person there really took on all of that social media marketing, as which would be your Facebook, your Instagram, which were the two main things. And this was back when having 10,000 people on Instagram was like a major celebrity moment for anyone. So it was really building that and learning how to make that transition over from traditional marketing. Sorry, my button's not working. So when I was 26, I had quite a traumatic time, and I was having a real shift and change in a lot of things that were happening in my life. And I actually started drawing up at Burleigh Hill in Australia as a way to deal with anxiety. I painted my first mural in 2017 at the Wilderness Bar in Palm Beach. And this was a really big thing for me. I'd never actually painted a mural. I didn't call myself an artist. I was still working full time in my job. And this was just really like a side hobby for me. And I guess that's where it all sort of kicked off. Once I started doing that first mural, it was a way of me being able to post this on social media and share that, like, this is something that I can do. It was a visual thing that people could see that I've actually completed it as well. So come early 2018, I started working on a few different commissions for the 2018 Commonwealth Games, which was in Australia. So I was doing electrical boxes. I was doing that big building that you can see, which has got the green and the red. It was a mammoth task for me, but it was a big step in the direction of becoming a full-time artist. So come mid-2018, I actually quit my job. I sold all my belongings and I purchased a one-way ticket to Europe. And it was sort of in the hopes that I could pursue my goal in becoming a full-time artist, but also be able to do my travels that I've always wanted to do. So within that year, I actually landed in Belfast, which is where my granny is from. And I picked up a mural straight away in the one of the pubs in the Cathedral Quarter, and just kept coming back and forth from Holland, which was actually where I had a house. And I was back and forth in Belfast doing all different types of murals. I'd gone to Spain, England, lots of different places, but I ended up finding my home here in Northern Ireland. So in 2019, I launched my business here and started focusing on commercial murals and illustrations. So using my social media accounts, mainly Instagram, as a way to be able to connect with people here and get my name out there for people to see the type of work that I'm doing. And it was a real moment in 2019 where I was able to find my way. It was quite a tough thing being someone from another country and having to network with people that I had no idea who was who, and it was very, very foreign. But come 2020, as we know, the pandemic hit and all of my murals were cancelled. So I mainly work a lot in hospitality, and it was quite a daunting thing of what type of work am I going to do. So I had to really shift my focus. And with that focus, I moved to a passive income, which is my art sales, which are these little maps that you can see. And having a social media following really helped with that transition, because I already had an audience that was sitting there that enjoyed my murals, that could then have that little piece of artwork in their own home. And then come this year, I'm now focusing on trying to find a balance between murals, commercial commissions, and my art prints. And I think also just trying to find a way of doing more art that I enjoy, now that I've been able to sort of cut through the first couple of years where you're kind of just taking on whatever comes your way, just to be able to get the work flowing. It's quite a difficult thing.